So when my son first received his diagnosis of autism, I had, I would say, a flush and of feelings. It just all kind of came at once. I felt guilt, fear, sadness, clarity, and kind of just hope as well. It was a very strange feeling to have it all happen at once.
At the time of my child's diagnosis, of course, they were recommending occupational therapy and speech and social skills group, counseling, medication, so many different things along with ABA. I felt it was really important to focus on ABA. It focuses on the widest variety of skills, where the other services, I felt like they really zoned in on one thing, so I felt like we were going to get the most bang for our buck. It was the most intensive intervention, and there was data to show whether it was actually working or not.
So what I love about ABA is it kind of looks like magic. Something's happening, but you're not quite sure how they got to that point. At first, it might look very structured, but it should be fun. And then after a little bit of time, you see that your child kind of opens up. They become their own person. They're more confident. And they get to learn things without us directly teaching. And that's the ultimate goal. And if they don't have those foundation skills to learn how to do that, sometimes it might be difficult, and it could also be triggers for them later on.
Sometimes the recommendation of 40 hours seems intense, and it is. But I think of it like a prescription or medicine. If your doctor gave you a prescription and you only took part of the prescription, it may not help you. You may not see the effects or the results that you hoped, and in some cases it could make it worse. And if you choose to do a partial program, less than what is recommended, you're going to see some inconsistencies. You're going to see a slower rate of growth for the child. The hope is that this is all temporary, and then at the end of the day, you can see the gains faster, and you can begin to fade out those services so that it's not always going to be at that high level of intensity.
So now, after receiving services for about a year and a half, I'm just so happy. I don't have any other words to describe.
We saw leaps and bounds when my son began ABA services. We saw it in the home setting, we saw it in the community setting.
I'm so happy. And so is my son. He just loves everything about life now, where I felt like before he was really timid and shy and scared and nervous and wanted to interact but didn't know how. And now he has all this confidence, and he has friends, and he tells me what he wants. He tries to have conversations with me.
When we started, we literally couldn't go to the park. He was eloping from the area. It wasn't safe. And it really took its toll on us as a family. Since then, he's been able to graduate from ABA services, and he's now in a general education classroom. He's getting minimal support at school. He has friends. He's able to do sports. He's on the soccer team and after-school Minecraft club. And he no longer needs that high level of support. So he's able to be successful in those settings. And it's so much better at the end of the day to have him come home and share about his school day and hear about all the wonderful things that he was able to do throughout the day, instead of having him come home at the end of the day in tears because he had a tough day.
So I will say, having children in general is tough. You have a lot of different schedules, a lot of different personalities and needs. And then if you have a diagnosis, you're added with all these additional services. All I can say to you is go with your gut. You need to pick what you think is best for you, your family, and your child at that moment.
I think in the beginning, trying to figure out how to manage all the hours of ABA can be overwhelming, but really at the end of the day, it should be a support for families. Whatever you're doing within your day shouldn't have to stop because it's time for the ABA session. In fact, it's wonderful if it doesn't. It's important to have those sessions happening, whatever your family will be doing at that time, whether it's the after school routine, whether it's dinner time. Those are wonderful opportunities for session to be happening and to be able to practice those skills within the natural routine of the family. And at the end of the day, never forget who you're fighting for, that you're doing all this for your child, so that at the end of the day, they can be happy, they can be successful, they can be independent, and stay the course. My hope for him is that he gets how strong he is. Kind of got brought into a world where society kind of tries to mold you and shape you and make you something different. And it was really important to me that I didn't try to change who my child was, that I embraced the pieces of him that might be challenging, but that ultimately were his strong points. And I could not be more proud of where he's at, and so excited to see where he'll go.
He just makes my life so fantastic. He shows me things that no one else thinks. He's so creative and unique. I love the way his brain works. I'm just so proud of you.